What's up, everybody? Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 6 of my favorite 30 albums of the 1960s countdown. We're doing it each and every day here in the month of September 2023. 30 days in the month, yours and mine, favorite 30 albums released during the 1960s. The formative years of rock and roll, you could say, right? The formative years of albums. Exactly. I'm only picking one album per any band or artist. You guys are more than welcome to pick multiple if you'd like. I've got the playing field wide open, and today, the first and only time appearing on my list this month, right? Because I just said I'm only picking, one per band or album. This is the fourth studio album by this British band, released May 19th, 1969, recorded at IBC and Morgan Studios in London, England. Produced by Kit Lambert for Track Records in the UK, Decca here in the States. Tommy, Can You Hear Me? Just Tommy by The Who. Of course, it's got to be on this list, right? One of the great concept albums of all time, the rock opera, written and arranged by Mr. Pete Townsend, of course, on all sorts of guitars and lead and backing vocals, right? You got Mr. Roger Daltrey on vocals and a little bit of harmonica. Pete's also playing some keyboards on this album too. You got John Entwistle, bass guitar, vocals, French horn, and Mr. Keith Moon on drums and vocals. I mean, this is almost like, do we need to get into the track listing here? It's just, you got a lot of songs, 24 in total. Some short, some longer, but there's some classics on here. Even if, for me, Tommy is best incorporated as a whole. That's why, you look at like some of those great live albums from The Who from this time period, Leeds and Isle of Wight and Woodstock and so on and so forth. You have to, they would go and they would play like the whole Tommy album or most of it, and I always hated like with certain live selections they just like take like a portion of this album and include it. You gotta do the whole thing, gotta hear the whole thing. Tommy is best experienced for me, start to finish, regardless of whether it's the studio album or you're listening to them play it live on stage. Gotta hear the whole thing. It's not enough just to hear Pinball Wizard and See Me, Feel Me and Sparks and maybe a couple of the tracks. You need to hear the whole thing. But what's great on here is incredible on here. And personally, as much as I love this live studio album, I think that some of the live versions of this are even better. The Who playing Tommy on the deluxe edition of Live at Leeds is amazing. It's amazing on the Isle of Wight live album. It's amazing at Woodstock. Hull, I mean, anytime you can grab a Who live album from this era where they play Tommy in its entirety, do it, get it, love it, live it. It's incredible. Because there's just even more power. I always thought that this album is maybe lacking a little bit balls on the guitars, right? There's a raucous energy to the Who when they play this live to Tommy. That's the brilliance of this album is still here, obviously, but that energy that they bring to this album live it's missing a little bit here. But like as far as like production goes and the way this is arranged in the songwriting, I mean, it's still genius. Of course, the overture is amazing. It's a Boy, 1921, Amazing Journey, so good. Roger's vocals, this to me, this is the album where Roger Daltrey really comes into his own as one of the great vocalists of all time. Sparks is a great instrumental. I love Sparks. I wish the Who did more stuff like that. So does Tala. You got the Hawker side too. Of course, this is the double album. I didn't mention that, right? Christmas, Cousin Kevin, The Acid Queen, great stuff. You got the Underture, right? I mean, the instrumentals on this album are great. Really, really good. The Acid Queen's got Pete on the vocals, just such a great rocker. Do You Think Is All Right? Fiddle About, boom, 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 man, the ox and that bass, right? So good. Pinball Wizard, what a great song that is, right? One of the all-time great rock songs. There's a Doctor, Go to the Mirror, boy, so good. Smash the Mirror, Sensation. Over on side 4, Miracle Cure, Sally Simpson, I'm Free, the great rocker I'm Free, another great vocal from Mr. Daltrey. Welcome Tommy's Holiday Camp, and then We're Not Gonna Take It, which live they would always call See Me, Feel Me, because they're actually pulling the section out of We're Not Gonna Take It. We're Not Gonna Take It is so good. I mean, this is just an amazing album. It's the way the track listing is set up. I mean, it just flows so well. Takes you through this whole rock opera that Pete Townsend dreamed up about that deaf, dumb, and blind boy, the pinball wizard, right? And if you go watch the movie, that plays all that in front of you. All right, charts. Australia, number 8. Canada, number 6. Dutch charts, number 5. UK, this made it to number 2. And the US Billboard, this was number 4. Okay. Let's see. As far as certifications, France, gold, 100,000 units sold. Italy, gold, 25,000 units sold. Not too shabby for a double album, right, Sal? New Zealand, gold, 7,500 copies sold. United Kingdom, gold, 100,000 copies sold. And here in the States, double platinum, 2 million copies sold, which really means like 1 million, but it's counted double, right? So, right, not too bad, Gary. Not too shabby here for the U.S., right? Bet you a lot of those sales were coming from New Jersey, right? What do you think? Anyway, let's. Do I have any other factoids? Let's go to singles, shall we? Pinball was released March 7th, 1969. I'm Free with We're Not Gonna Take It on the B-side, July 1969, and September 1970, a full year after its release, they released See Me, Feel Me, and with Overture on the flip side. So See Me, Feel Me, the edit there, right? So, yeah, there you have it. Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you hear me? Let us know what you think of Tommy down in the comments below. It's a classic. Dropped a classic from The Who, as well as your pick for today. Pick number 6. We only got 5 left. 5 days left in the month. What's it going to be, boys? What's it going to be? We'll see. I know it. I know it's coming. You guys don't. Actually, there have been a few of you who have been very, very good at nailing down pretty much all of my top 10 or top 5 picks or so. You just don't know the order, right? But yeah, good job for some of you. You know me. You know me pretty well. So, yeah. So stay tuned for number 5 tomorrow. And then, of course, in just a few short days, we're moving into... I still don't have my list formulated. I need to sit down and do it. Won't be doing it tonight because, of course, tonight is in the Prague seat and Hudson Valley Square is taping night. So it won't be tonight, but probably tomorrow. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go through and really kind of fine-tune my list for October, because it's just my overall favorite albums of the 70s across all genres. So yeah, Southern rock in the mix, hard rock and metal in the mix, pop is in the mix, jazz and fusion's in the mix, prog is in the mix, everything. So it's not going to be easy. And I think I'm going to have to, remember I was saying I wasn't sure if I was going to limit myself to number of albums from any one band or artist. I think I'm going to go for the one only thing once again. I have to, because otherwise it's like the entire list is just made up of just a couple of bands, and that's kind of boring. So yeah, it'll be one band, one album per band or artist once again, just like we did this month, and I think it'll work out just fine. So, yeah, stay tuned. This is on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, all together, all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as it posts, and please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, down there, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, as well as our merch page, so thanks in advance for all your support there, and we have the Cameo link down below, too. Kind of used to saying that. Quite a few of you have been taking me up on that, so that's basically, if you don't know what Cameo is, you go to the app, you find Pete Pardo, and you request a video from me, a personalized video. It could be a birthday wish, an anniversary wish, some kind of celebration wish. Could be a couple of questions you have for me personally about music and stuff, right? Or maybe you want some advice on bands to check out, musical genres, whatever it might be. I'm getting all sorts of interesting questions and things like that and stuff. So it's been kind of eye-opening, right? So yeah, so that link is down below as well, and we'll see you tomorrow with pick number 5. Tune in tonight to the Hudson Valley Square. The topic for this evening will be those albums that most people seem to dislike, but we really dig a lot, right? So tune in to find out what some of these unpopular albums are that the Squares really enjoy, right? That most of you don't. And I'm sure there's going to be people who are going to be like, well, I really like that album you're talking about. What are you talking about? People dislike it. Most people that we talk to, reviews we've read, that sort of thing, the general consensus is these albums are not very good and not very popular, but we like them. All right, that's kind of where we're coming from. So till then, I'm Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy your Monday. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.